All right, welcome, I guess, back to Moonshine and Music, but as just you, Kelli Ray Yates.
A little different this time.
A little different. You were in Mama's Homemade.
Yes.
And where did that happen? COVID ended that? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. Because, we had been playing a lot before that, and then everything shut down. And as it kept going longer and longer, my partner was like, I don't really miss it. I was like, oh, I do. So then she was like, I don't really want to go back out there playing shows. And I said, okay, so now I'm doing it by myself.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it changed things so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Things are like that. Sometimes they feel like they're back to normal, but I don't know that they ever will be.
It's still. I was just somewhere the other day, and they still had like a sticker on the floor that was like social distancing, like 6 feet apart. And I was like, oh, that feels like a blast from the past.
I mean, the truth is, I kind of want to do that anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's good to keep a healthy distance. Yeah.
I don't really like to like at an open mic. I want to take my own mic still. Like, I started doing that during the and I keep doing it because I'm like. The mic, like, when you're playing a show and there's like 2 people playing or whatever, it's different. When you go into like an open stage, there's like 20 random people.
I was gonna say there's like
just breathing
30
on that
people
thing.
just getting in there.
I never ever thought about it before.
Right.
And then but then there's Bob who's up there singing whatever crap he's singing, and he's like spitting all over everything.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
You're like, I can't believe I used to not even second guess that.
I
mean, you'd see it maybe and go, oh, but
I think of it more from a gross thing than a sickness thing.
Yeah. Like, oh.
It's still gross. So I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm way less. I'm like, it's okay. I'll just plug mine in.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so what when you started, it seems like you had to start over, right? Like you jump out of a duo into solo?
A little bit. So I still play some of the songs that she and I wrote together. Some of them are different now. Some of them I changed around or whatever.
The ones that you actually liked?
Yeah, well, ones that I could play. Really, so she and I used to kind of like start a song and then bring it to the other one. So all of my song starts, I still play because they're the ones that I can play and sing, and were the ones that she was a much better guitar player than me, so a lot of her starts I can't replicate. So I'm like, okay, well, those are gone now. But starting
until
over
the reunion
as far as,
tour.
That's a good idea. Get her back out here. Well, now I play my stuff with a full band too sometimes. So that's been interesting because she used to do like the drums and the guitar, but now I have like a little suitcase drum. Now I've got like drums, bass, electric guitar. That's kind of very different for me as well. So
do you find that it like really shifts your thinking?
A little bit. I've noticed after I started playing with a full band, I write more with a band in mind instead of just me and my guitar trying to figure out what I can do. Now it's like, oh yeah, if I put a break here, we can get that guitar solo going. We can do this, that, and the other. And it's like, it's been fun and I think helpful to kind of reframe the way that I'm working too, because it's always good to expand your creative process. So
I kind of find that after I've put a song together with the band, that when I play it solo again, it's different.
Yeah.
And it's actually better.
Yeah.
It may really sound better if the band's playing, but the solo version gets better because it's stuff that I didn't really think to fill in.
Yeah.
When you're just right.
For sure.
And you're like, oh, we do have to have an extra couple beats there because it's out of time otherwise.
Right.
And then you do that with like the band and it's just so obvious that it's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
The drummer's like, what did you just do?
Yeah. Several of my songs I wrote before the band. So then when I brought them in, there were a few songs when they were like, well, what are you doing? What's happening here?
What is that part?
And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know. I just do it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I do need to kind of.
That's the part where I wrote it in 16/5 timing. That's what that is.
Yeah. Just because it didn't matter.
I wanted to do something really strange.
Yeah.
So I find that's an interesting thing that you learn, right? Because you don't even think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Until you actually do that. Mm-hmm. So What kind of shows have you been putting together? Are you doing like just bar shows? Or are you doing like what do you got?
Well, so I do bar shows, but really kind of am limiting it this year. The band and I play at Sid's in Noblesville about once a month. That's like our home base sort of a deal. So we play there once a month. I've got some shows set up at some other bars, but really my goal is to start looking at like festival type things and shows where I can do just my originals with the band. Because I love playing the bar. Exactly. I love playing the bar shows, but it's 3 hours. It's a lot. You're doing a lot of covers, which is fun. I have a lot of fun with that. I just am feeling so energized about original music lately that that's kind of my focus. So like I said, I've got these sort of bar gigs set for the year where I'm definitely getting out and playing, but leaving space for hopefully some festivals and some stuff we've been recording. So all of this stuff is going to be on Spotify and all that soon. Hopefully, I have to finish my portion of it, but yeah, that's kind of my.
What's your goal for the timing on putting out a Kelli Ray Yates record?
I don't know. It should be. I want it to be. What is it? March. I would love for it to be done. I don't know. End of summer. Like I said, the band has done all of their parts. I need to finish my vocals and then work on like kind of
all that other stuff that has to happen.
Yeah.
As well as marketing.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, you do like the social media stuff and all that, which I'm not very good at, but I'm trying to do. So yeah, I would love for it to be done, but I gotta kind of get after it.
I've told several people this. There's a guy that's on YouTube named Andrew Southworth.
Yeah.
And you go watch his videos because he is all about teaching small bands to market themselves.
Oh, okay.
And it's very insightful. He's very like brainy.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, to me, that works because I like brainy people.
Yeah.
He has good ideas. It's like it'll give you ideas.
Okay.
So.
Andrew Southworth.
Yeah.
I'll look him up.
And I just plugged him on our show, so he should come on our show.
Yeah.
But I digress. Do you have a song that you hope to never play again?
Like a cover song?
Well, it could be a cover or like one of yours.
No, I mean.
This is a new question I'm weaving into.
Yeah, all of my songs I
are
like.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I do. That might change as I write more. I might look back on some of these and go, I don't know about that one. But there are probably some covers that I don't ever need to do again. But at the same time, like, if the situation is right and I'm having fun and I'm performing, like, I really don't care. For the past several years, I was in a cover band that did like classic rock. And there were several songs where I was like, ugh, again. But then if the vibe is good and the crowd is into it, it's like, okay, I don't care. I'll do it, It's
easier to play those definitely when the crowd is in it.
Yeah. It's like,
when you have
if it's a rough night.
When you have one of those crowds where everybody's like talking and yelling and all that.
Yeah.
Then it's hard to play anything.
Where they like don't care if you live or die. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Have you heard the Zach Bryan has a new album and there's a song called Appetite on it, and he's like, there's a lyric in it where he's like, why am I playing shows for people who don't care at all?
Yeah.
There's like a line in it.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's it. Well, that's what, we were talking about playing bar shows. I played a show last year where the crowd they did not care if I lived or died right in front of them. Where it's like, I could not.
You could have literally stabbed yourself and they wouldn't pay any attention.
And it's like, I do covers people maybe don't recognize, but I also do some that that usually get a little like, oh, not a thing. These people could not care less about me. And afterwards, I just felt so bad. And I had been doing original shows that made me feel so fulfilled. And it was like, okay, maybe I need to kind of shift instead of just playing as much as I can, to rooms of people that don't care. Maybe I should shift the focus a little bit and try and play more of those shows that leave me feeling fulfilled as an artist instead of like run down as a band in the corner, you know?
I 100%. Like, that was my change during COVID. Yours was like that your band broke up and you became a solo artist. Mine is that I decided I was not going to play the rooms that don't care.
Yeah.
Like if I go and play there once and nobody really cared, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be another place to play.
That's what I'm saying, and it's just
fine.
hard.
I mean, I'm just probably not their jam or whatever.
Right, which is fine. Like, not everything is for everyone, and that's fine. I'm not like mad about it. I just also don't need to put myself through that, especially, you know, the hours of like prep and everything to get ready to play a show, the standing there for 3 hours and singing for 3 hours. And
I mean, I had a couple of them where the bar owner was like, I really like it when you play. Like they just like me to come, right? Regardless as to what anybody else was doing in there. And I was like, I don't know, it's just a long drive and I don't feel, I'm not doing those kind of shows right now.
Right.
But you know, it's a tough thing because it's hard to say no when somebody really likes you.
100%. It is. It's hard to say no. And I, you know, still sometimes don't. I just, you know, like I said, kind of the reframe to playing more like, okay, I'm only doing a half-hour set of my songs is, I don't know, that's my 2026, I guess. So.
Wow, that's very cool. Do you have a song that you're going to sing tonight that you really want to highlight?
Probably the song that gets like the most response from people is one called Anyone. And it's one of my favorites, obviously, because I like all of my songs. But I don't know, it just seems to really resonate with people. It's about, you know, like my past and kind of relationships and stuff like that. And being in one where somebody doesn't appreciate you, you're just like their type, basically, where it's like, oh, I could plug in any dark-haired girl here and it would be the same for this person. And for whatever reason, even like men, women, it doesn't matter, people really seem to like resonate with it and enjoy it, and I get a lot of comments on it after I play it out.
Does this include the guys that you're like digging on? They like it too? They're like, yes, that's me.
Yeah, no.
They're like proud of it or something.
Right. The guy that I wrote it about he's not in my life anymore. He doesn't know that. But, and my husband is not like that at all. So it's not about him. It's not about him.
Don't want to make that as a mistake.
Right,
he thinks that. We don't want to do that.
I have had some funny conversations though with guys after I've played it where they have like taken it in a different way. And I'm like, oh, no, this is what I mean. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it's the woman's perspective. But yeah, that one I'm always excited to play because I think it's a really good song. I'm proud of myself for it. It's called Anyone.
Anyone.
It's usually my closer. You know, you got to close with like the hit. So I just am really proud of it. I'm also going to play the saddest song I've ever written about when my dad died, and that one I'm maybe the most proud of, but I don't get to play it super often because you don't play that song in the bar, you know, like that's not really the vibe. So I'm excited to play that one.
I mean, that's the one you play at the bar where they're really not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because then like a couple of them will hear it and feel guilty.
And then they're like, oh
man, she just lost her dad.
She's pouring her heart out up there. Yeah. So I'm very proud of that one. And that one is like, that's why people make art, you know, to take their pain and transform it into something else. And yeah,
well, that's cool. Well, thank you for joining us on the show. I hope you're ready to play some songs for us.
I am. I'm ready. Thank you for having me.
All right. Kelli Ray Yates on Moonshine and music.
Does it make me a coward if I don't say goodbye? I'm no more kind than you didn't even try. Turned it off, tuned it out, wouldn't hear me cry. So Does it make me a coward if I don't say goodbye? You practice selfishness, but you call it self-care. Build that wall to ignore the negativity there. Yeah, you locked yourself away. Who cares? Your friends all blocked you anyway. At least now you can say it's not your fault. You said you'd meet me in the middle, but when I move forward, you move back. You said learn to disagree. Take your own advice. Don't pull away from me. You know you used to be so different. You haven't always been this way. How quickly things can change when times are strange. You were so warm and honest, always saw the best in me and others. Now those long talks at the bar with you seem so far from who you are. So does it make me a coward if I don't say goodbye? Looking at you now, why would I even try? Yeah, seasons change and I remain. I know that I'll be just fine. So if it makes me a coward, I still won't say goodbye. You said you'd meet me in the middle, but when I move forward, you move back. You said learn to disagree. Take your own advice. Don't pull away from me. Does it feel lonely to be the only voice you hear? Why am I screaming when I know you will not hear? Is this who you've always been? I see you and my heart's broken. Is this who you've always been? Oh, did I believe a Thank you. Sad songs, they're just gonna get sad. That was one that I wrote during the pandemic. One of my friends kind of went down, the internet rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and all that, and just kind of turned into a different person. And that was the song I wrote about kind of deciding to leave that friendship. And then this is like it's opposite, where this song is about a friend of mine that just like disappeared from my life, and I have no idea why. So I wrote a song about it because that's what you do. Down last summer, this little town time you think about me, oh, it always comes out wrong. Oh, how long since you've been gone, but you can't move forward while you're looking back. Not all relationships are meant to last. If I could see you now, I'd tell you I understand. And if you showed up at 3 a.m., I'd let you in. Oh, it always comes out wrong. Oh, how long since you've been gone, but you can't move forward while you're looking back. Not all relationships are meant to last. If I could see you now, I'd tell you I understand. And if you showed up at 3 a.m., I'd let you in. Thank you. All right. I had my set list on my phone, and my phone is not on, so I'm just winging it here. Hey, you might recognize this picking pattern from the song I just did. I don't do a lot of like finger style playing, so this is kind of my go-to move here. But this song was written after a prompt in the indie song name game, which I don't know. I know Joe's in that group on Facebook, but it's another local songwriter, sets up little prompts sometimes, and this is the only song I've ever written from one of those prompts. It's called Summer Rain. There's a quiet summer rain coming down outside, oh I can't believe it's raining again. And everything's the same, the only thing that's changing is the weather outside your window. All right. Thank you to Joe Shelton for having me here today to Moonshine and Music podcast, and to Domino's for feeding us. This next one is the first song that I wrote. I had a newborn baby and was trying to get back into playing music after I'd taken some time off. I'd never written anything before, and my girlfriend and I went to this open mic to play a little bit, and another local musician said, any downtime you get, your baby's taking a nap or whatever, just sort of write stuff down, see what happens. Because I was lamenting about not having much time. And then the first verse of this I wrote at 3 o'clock in the morning with my daughter sleeping in my lap. So I said, yeah, it's 3 in the morning, but that's not a reason I can't write it down. So that's a shout out to Catherine Nagy for telling me to do that. So take your phone with you into the nursery, and if you have an idea, just write it down. And that became this song, which is called Baby Be Kind. Except now when I play it, my daughter says, I'm not a baby. So.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment, copyright 2026. Produced by Joe Shelton, cameraman grip and stunt double Brent Lee Smith, production assistant Ray Hoskins, artwork by Bailey Shelton. Special thanks to the H.J. Ricks Center for the Arts, and our hosts there, Tony Seiler and Heather Warnstaff. We'll see you next time on Moonshine and Music.